Good afternoon. I am James Parker of the University of South Dakota Dean of Students, and welcome to the USD Wellness Center. Our 61,000 square foot building is a showcase in the vision of our students and made possible by the leadership and drive of our president, James W. Abbott. This building holds 32 cardiovascular pieces of equipment, 2 basketball courts, 2 racquetball courts, 1 multi-purpose activity court, 2 fitness rooms, a 3-lane jogging track, and as you can see behind me, a 38-foot climbing wall. Before I go any further, I'd like to thank just a few people who made this ribbon cutting ceremony a reality. And if you would, please hold your applause until I conclude the thank yous. First and foremost, the students of the University of South Dakota, especially our Student Government Association. Our students are premier, and you deserve a building that meets your academic and future expectations. And I believe that they are proud of the building that the University of South Dakota has built. Our Student Government Association appointed 4 students to the University of South Dakota Wellness Center Planning Committee: Ryan Budmeyer, Blake Alberts, Ann Grady, and John Christensen. John will say a few remarks in a few moments. These students were responsible for representing our entire student body, and I think that our students are proud of what they accomplished. The USD Wellness Center Planning Committee, chaired by our former Director of Athletics, Joel Nelson, thank you for your hard work and dedication. The architect, RDG Planning and Design, and their associates. The contractor, Henry Carlson Company, and all of their associates. Questions and Solutions Engineering, who did the commission regarding our LEED certification. The Office of the State Engineer, the City of Vermillion for their partnership throughout their entire project. The IT and Administration Department, Planning and Construction, Facility Management, Purchasing, and IT. The Student Services staff, especially the Wellness Center staff, Deborah Dodge, Steve Mayer, Wendy Johnson, the graduate assistants, the student employees, and for ROTC for providing our climbing wall demonstrations this afternoon. Jill Ward for planning the ribbon cutting ceremony, the Division of Finance for their guidance throughout the process, Jeff Taylor, Vice President of Marketing, Enrollment, and Student Services, and last and certainly not least, President James W. Abbott for the vision to make this building a reality. Please help me in thanking all of these and the people that were not able to be mentioned today for their help and guidance throughout this project. The Wellness Center will provide our students, faculty, staff, and community members the opportunity to live a healthier lifestyle. As we look around today, it is obvious why there were 2,802 people who entered this building on the day that we opened, and 3,978 people who used this building on the first weekend when our doors were open. Beyond the health and the lifestyle that this building will allow our students to have and move forward, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the unintended positive contributions this building will make to our community. On the day that we opened, January 17, 2011, MLK holiday, I was giving a tour with a student that evening, and we walked up to the basketball courts, and we noticed a pickup game of basketball. There was a student in a wheelchair, an international student, an African-American student, a female student who appeared to be Caucasian, and a male student who also appeared to be Caucasian. The interactions that this building will provide our community will benefit from the interactions of faculty, staff, and community for years to come that will make such a positive contribution to our university, community, and the world. At this time, I would like to introduce John Christensen. John is a first-year medical student who graduated at USD magna cum laude with a bachelor's in science and biology as an honors student. John served as the SBA business manager and was appointed by the Student Government Association as one of the 4 members of this Wellness Center planning committee. Please help me in welcoming John Christensen to the podium.
Thank you, Dean Parker. This Wellness Center that we now have the pleasure of calling our own is a direct result of the students' drive to further improve the experience here at the University of South Dakota. Serving as the business manager at the time, Student Government Association had the unique opportunity to become involved in the process of planning and getting this facility built. SGA worked with students, staff, and administration to help make this building what we, as students, wanted, needed, and thought would be important to make this both a timeless and useful facility. I would like to recognize President Abbott, Dean Parker, USD's former athletic director Joel Nielsen, Richard Van Hall, Steve Mayer, Jeff Baylor, Kirsten Campari, Kathy Wagner, and many more as part of the staff and administration that were essential to this building's success. These leaders had the understanding that in order to make this a wellness center for the student input would be crucial. As a result, students were asking at every committee pertaining to the wellness center and had the opportunity to provide their input. I would also like to recognize Ryan Budmeyer, Blake Alberts, Dan Grady, Taylor Tajek, and every other member of SGA under both Budmeyer and Alberts administrations. These individuals spearheaded the task of gaining student support needed to get this built. Much time was spent talking to students about the idea of a new wellness center on campus. Brochures were distributed that outlined the specifics of the facility, and students' opinions were gathered. And the opinion was very clear. Students wanted a new wellness center. SGA then had the opportunity to present the students' support to the board of regents. This new wellness center helps to symbolize the past, present, and future of this great university. Where state-of-the-art facilities, new technology, and forward thinking come together to create a truly unique experience for every student. An experience that provides not only a fine education, but one that builds friendships, memories, and moments that will never be forgotten. In addition, this Wellness Center also helps to demonstrate our superiority over our rivals in the north, as our rivaling wall does indeed stand taller than SDSU's. This facility is particularly important for the students here at USD. Whether it's rock climbing, a pickup game of basketball, weightlifting, or a 6 a.m. cycling class, this facility has the potential to provide every fitness need a student may desire. However, in addition to what this facility has to offer, it more so demonstrates the importance and value of the student's voice at this university. Students help to initiate interest in a new wellness center. Students help in designing it. And students help in portraying its importance. This is truly a wellness center for the students. Thank you very much. It is now my honor to introduce the following speaker, both the leader of this university and the gentleman responsible for getting this campus to where it is today. It is my pleasure to introduce President James W. Abbott.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Dean Parker. John made a comment about the climbing wall. I remember that, I don't remember exactly what this was, but I called a friend of mine working who just happens to work at their wellness center. And I said, say, Andrew, you got a climbing wall up there? And he said, yeah, we do. This is really nice, too. And I said, well, was it high? He said, yeah, oh yeah, I don't know how high this goes, but it's 2 feet higher than MSU. So I came back for later, was going in the next day and called somebody, I don't remember who, and I said, say, tell me, how high is that climbing wall? And the fellow said, you know, I don't know, but it's 2 feet higher than SDSU. So the competition always continues. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us today and to extend a personal greeting to each and every one of our partners in this project, especially the city of Vermillion. We're all very excited about the Wellness Center and what this extraordinary facility means to our campus and to our community. The facility you see today is really the student's vision. It was not my vision. I actually had another idea that I thought would be serviceable, if not perfect. The students essentially said, no, we want a new building. They wanted a facility such as this that they have for a long time. In the past, the only on-campus fitness option for students was the Dakota. Unfortunately, the Dome Fitness area, as you know, is crowded, had limited workout stations and times. In a survey 4 years ago, the students said, students deemed on-campus fitness options unsatisfactory. I know that will no longer be their opinion. I'm pleased to say that this is not only satisfactory, it is nothing short, in my opinion, of spectacular. Our wellness center is state-of-the-art, offering everything from treadmills to stationary bikes to stair steppers, a host of weight training machines and free weights, a walking track, jogging track, and classes of yoga, spinning, Pilates, and whatever the heck Zumba is, I don't know. With multiple basketball and volleyball courts, our campus intramurals now have a place to call home. And thanks to our 38-foot climbing wall, even extreme sports have its place at USD. It would take all afternoon to list the good things that are going to be happening here. So I would just simply finish with this. This is not only a good thing for our students and for our campus, it's also, in this day and age of financial difficulty, this is a great situation for our state leaders and our appropriators particularly. This wellness center was built at a cost of $15 million, but it was constructed entirely with student funds. Students agreed to pay for this building with a per credit hour charge, and it would be operated through fees, and simply is a marvelous facility that is for and by the students. There are no state general fund dollars in this building. Finally, I want to extend my thanks as well to the Wellness Center Planning Committee, especially the student members. They were absolutely diligent in the work that they did and absolutely positive what they wanted, and they made this happen. This vision was guided from completion to finish, from beginning to completion by those students. I also want to remind all of you again that the city of Vermillion has been and continues to be our partner in this partnership. It was a community-wide effort, and it is a community-wide facility. To our other partners, some of whom are here today, RDG Planning and Design, Henry Carlson, Chip Carlson is here with us today, and any number of subcontractors, thank you for a job well done. And thanks to everyone involved in this project, here and past and in future. Because of your efforts, our students have a facility they can be proud of and will happily use for many years to come. Thank you. Mayor, would you come up here, please? If anybody deserves to cut this ribbon with us, it's you. We're going to stand right by you while you do the thing. Yeah, that way anything bad happens up to you.
Again, thank you for joining us. Throughout the time that we are here, please, there are refreshments down the hall. You can again work with the ROTC doing climbing wall demonstrations, and the staff are happy to give any guided tours. And again, thank you for joining us for the University of South Dakota Wellness Center.